Hey, what's up? It's Keikoa with Hold the Rift, and today we're going to be going over the SCGCon top 8 deck lists. I was fortunate enough to be able to be at this event. I ended up going X2. I guess I was 5-2 and then I dropped. The only way to make prizing was actually to be X1. So that was rough. I lost my first round in round one. I proceeded to win the next 5 rounds, which was awesome. And I lost to a very good Yi player in the last round. But anyways, we're not here for my story. We're here for the top 8. So looking at the first place list, we've got Annie. There's a little bit of an error. This is actually supposed to be purple Annie. But yes, we've got 7-5 rune split here. Zon Warren's Dreaming Tree, Arena's Greatest. This makes a ton of sense. Dreaming Tree actually ends up getting you a lot of value because you will start to target your own cards with these move spells, and that will get you that draw. The one thing with Annie is you need gas. You need to draw cards. The cards that are going to let you do that is your Void Seekers, your Kaisas. And then all of a sudden, it turns your Dreaming Tree, turns your Flash, your Fighter Flights, your Ride the Winds into draws as well. So that can be really powerful and can help you, stay in the game. So we've got our one purple Annie, triple stack deck, triple cleave, one gust, which is a little weird, light on gust, but it looks like it worked out for them. I have noticed in my own testing that gust is pretty situational. It's insane tempo, and you can get a lot of value out of it, but it can be clunky at times. And anyways, gust, I can see the one of you've got a lot of cycling in a lot of games. And you've got the other two on the side if you really need them. So that makes sense to me. Triple traveling, triple Vi, your win con, one of your many win cons. Vi, Ride the Wind. You got Pouty Poro's Flash, triple Ride the Wind, one Falling Star. That one might be a little unusual. It's a very strong card, but because you're Annie, you do have to recycle both of those runes, so that can be a pretty steep cost. As well as the one Rebuke, triple Fighter Flight, triple Sneaky, triple Void Seeker, 2 Noxious Hopeful, triple Kaisa, and triple Darius. And then in the side, we got 2 Gust, a Falling Star, Rebuke, 2 Vayne, and 2 Fading Memories. The Fading Memories I like a lot. Temporary, kind of helping you take back some of those battlefields that you wouldn't normally be able to take. Probably good into like your Auroras, into Yi, maybe even Ari. Probably not Ari, but yeah, Annie did work. Saw a lot of Annies. Very cool deck. Next, we've got our second place Kaisa, I believe. I think these are in order, hopefully. Let me double check. Yeah. We've got double Kaisa, triple Stupefy, triple Cleave, triple Ray, triple Retreat, double Poro, triple Student, triple Falling Star, triple Sentry, triple Yordle, triple Noxious Hopeful, triple Darius, triple Thousand Tailed, 1 Acathian, and 2 Time Warp. Battlefields were on Zon Warren's Dreaming Tree, Vialma's Lair. Vialma's Lair is a little spicy, but getting you stuck there so you can shoot them with your spells does make a ton of sense. Or get value off Thousand Tailed Watcher. Seems very strong. Dreaming Tree, you've got 3, 6, 9... like 9 cards that you could target yourself with, so it's not terrible. I think it's a little interesting though. I think some of your opponents might get better value off Dreaming Tree than you. And then Azon's Warrens, which good cycle. That card is very good, especially if you side into Mundo. It's going to give you some extra cycling. I like that. This list is pretty stock, streamlined. People will tweak these numbers a little bit, like 1 less retreat, maybe move around like Yordle numbers, Noxious Hopeful numbers, but yeah, Kaisa is pretty streamlined. The sideboard here, the interesting Bright-Hair Thunder Song, not allowing opponents to play on your turn, is pretty strong. But yeah, I would love to see that in action because in theory that card is insane. So yeah, that's Kaisa 6/6 rune split. Got another Annie, purple Annie, this time on triple gust, and in inverted timelines. The interesting cards here. I'm not going to go through this one. I think we just looked at an Annie list, but double rebuke in the side. So instead of the 1/1 split, the Falling Stars also in the side. Fading Memories, Possession, and Unacceptable Losses. These are probably cards to help with the Aurora matchup. And then we've got the standard lineup here of Zon Warren's Dreaming Tree, Arena's Greatest. I think this is probably always going to be the best setup for Annie, this aggressive Annie. We've got set. We've got all of the info around the set. This is, we're going to actually just skip this list. I think it could be quite well constructed. It's just with the player piloting it questionably and maybe not following the rules. I'm not sure how valid this list is. I'm sure it's a great place to start. But if you always need one extra mana or one extra energy, I don't know. Okay. I'm not getting into the drama here, but yeah, set this. You take a look at this, and yeah, it seems pretty standard though. I think a lot of people are on the one of Arena Bar, the Divine Judgments. The Karma is questionable. I think it's a big body that can get you more buffs, but you actually don't have a ton of cards that recycle, so you're not going to keep buffing things. Then we've got another Kaisa list. This one's looking pretty standard. Just rocking a Draven, extra a Kethian Rain, and no Noxious Hopefuls, which is pretty interesting. Actually, very interesting. We're on Seals of Rage as well, which is also very... Yeah, this is a very interesting Kaisa list, actually. Triple Seal of Rage. This list looks clunky to me, actually. I'm actually very interested. I would love to see this piloted. We are on triple Kaisa, so maybe he's really playing it off of Kaisa's and Darius's and getting advantage of not being set back here. And then you've got your big drops, Time Warp, a Cathian Rain to help you bridge the gap. Very interesting. Because you don't have great ways to cycle if you draw like a ton of Seal of Rages. Yeah, I would be careful with this list. I think I could see it getting quite clunky with triple Seal of Rage. We've got Teemo from Prismaticism. I didn't mention any of the other player names, my bad. Double purple Teemo, triple stack deck, triple Stupefy, one Gust, one Retreat, triple Merchant, triple Student, one Smokescreen, one Guerrilla Warfare, two Fighter Flight, two Tide Turner, two Yordle, two Sprite Call, triple Consult, triple Monk, double Sprite, Mother, two Singularity, two Watcher, and two Mundo. And then, it looks like we've got an error here. Zon Warren's in the side. It's probably a different card. Maybe we'll see if we can find out what that 8th sideboard card is. Battlefield lineup, Zon Warren's, Trifarian Warcamp, and Bandletree. I actually had a chance to talk to him about this, and Trifarian Warcamp kind of bumps up your breakpoints a little bit better. It turns Flipping Teemo into a 5. It turns Ember Monk into a 5, so they have to double Falling Star, and if with one hidden card, it actually turns into a 7, and you end up dodging Falling Star. We are on one Retreat, though, so you've got answers into Falling Star and Kaisa, and then we've got another Kaisa here. This one's looking pretty standard. Only 2 Retreat, 2 Smokescreen in the main, and triple Legion Rearguard in the main. Only 1 red Kaisa as well. Convergent Mutation in the side, very interesting. And then we're on Dreaming Tree, Arena's Greatest, and Reaver's Row. So it's a more aggressive Kaisa list, and then Reaver's Row to try and protect your one Kaisa. Dreaming Tree is very interesting. I think it's maybe just the lesser of 2 evils. I guess if you get cleave value off of it once, that's good enough. And then our last Kaisa list, 2-time Warp 2 Cathian Rain. This is, yeah, a lot of the Kaisa lists are looking pretty streamlined right now. This one's only down to 1 Pouty Poro. It's got Mega Mech in the side. You got your Thermo Beams for Aurora, Unchecked Power also for Aurora, and the Smoke Screens are in the side instead. Here we've got Starstrip Peak as the battlefield, as well as Grove the Godwillow. So this one's really trying to hold a little bit more, which I think you can do with your damage spells. But yeah, that's the top 8 out of SCGCon. It was a great event. I was happy that I got to be there, and it's very cool that you know, Annie took it down. That I think this Annie list is worth giving a try. I think the deck's insanely strong, and it's kind of the aggro deck of this game. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you want to see more of these. Let me know what you think about these deck lists. Anything I didn't mention that you think is worth mentioning, please let me know. I'd love to talk about it. Until next time, peace.